This next image is known as The Treachery of Images, a painting by the Belgian surrealist painter René Magritte. The line underneath, when translated, states, "This is not a pipe." Class, what do you think of this? Safe?
I just really don't understand what the point of that painting is. I mean, like, obviously the painting isn't of a pipe. It's not something edgy, it's not something new, right? It's just like, he's just reiterating what he thinks is gonna be edgy or cool. It doesn't provide anything new to, like, it's just art for the sake of art. There's nothing symbolic about it. He tries to be symbolic by making it seem as if, like, you know, the pipe is not a pipe, but it doesn't actually mean anything at the end of the day.
Interesting. What do you think, Ben?
Well, I think Safe's wrong for two reasons, actually. The first reason I think Safe's wrong is that he doesn't appreciate that the point of art is to elicit some sort of response. The fact that we're having this long class discussion about this work proves that Magritte was successful in terms of provoking us to think a new way about the way art's supposed to be. And the second reason I think you're wrong, Safe, is that you're not appreciating the historical significance of this work of art. This work of art was preceded by many works before it, and many works came after. It's important because it's a step in the evolution of art from a place in the past to the modern day. That alone means it's significant and successful as a work of art. I wasn't always sure of that, but I think after this semester, I know that more than ever.
Ben, remember what you were saying on the first day of class about how art is successful if it just elicits a response? I'm starting to think that maybe you're right. Sitting here and writing this formal analysis and reaction paper is making me realize that art can focus both on its forms and have a larger meaning to itself. Just sitting here having to analyze every little part of this photograph while at the same time delving deeper into its symbolic meaning is making me think that maybe the pipe was really not just a pipe.
Exactly, same. Honestly, I never thought we'd be able to write 4 pages about something as simple as a photograph. But once we started writing, I realized that 4 pages almost isn't even enough. I guess I was right. A good work of art is so thought-provoking, you just can't stop thinking about it.
I mean, exactly. Take this photograph that I'm writing about. Dream number 2 on the platform by Gret Stern is just a physically interesting image. The turtle's head emerging from the train, rushing into the woman on the beach, just provides such an abstract image. But when you're actually forced to delve deeper into it, you can tell that it's just full of symbolic meaning. I mean, the turtle's head on the train provides a contradictory feeling, one that the wealthy-looking woman on the beach is going to have to deal with at some point. You know, I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, there's more to this art thing than I first thought.
Good points.
I think you were right about what you said earlier, Safe. Art is important when it provokes a response. But art is also more than that, and that's what the second essay is really having me realize. See, for my second essay, I chose to write about Jacob Riis, and his photographs definitely inspire some sort of reaction out of the people in his time period, and even now they inspire a reaction in me. More than just the reaction, though. It's also important to consider where art fits into the place in history. See, before Jacob Riis, people didn't think that you could actually use photographs in order to inspire social change. But Jacob Riis, with his photographs, changed all of that. Wait, sir, weren't you over here before? Okay, well, what do you guys think anyway?
Sorry, wrong video.
That was weird. Anyway, Ben, I think you're right. When I was writing my research paper on Mary Ellen Mark and her work on the disenfranchised, I realized that, yes, art could be beautiful. It could be interesting, it could be visually appealing, but at the same time, it could have a deeper significance. Mary Ellen's mark on prostitutes, homeless children, and the mentally ill was meant to show the rest of the world that these were individuals who deserved to be respected. And just because they were art, just because it was photographs, didn't make it any weaker. If anything, it made it more beneficial for the communities in general because more people were willing to look at them and more people were willing to accept them and do change with them. So yeah, I think you're right. I think that art does have a place in history, and I think it can have significance. Whether it be photography or paintings or a pipe that's not actually a pipe, art can be more than just art.